Still undecided kung magka-participate ka sa DDMPR IPO this year? Hopefully, this review will help you, especially doon sa feature natin na ARIT versus DDMPR, and also we will be looking at INJAP's IPO DD versus MM versus DDMPR. So stay tuned, I'll be back. Here's a quick summary ng DDMPR. Most likely, nakita nyo na siya, so I will just point out doon sa mga tingin kong importanteng part, especially dito sa use of proceeds. So DD intends to invest its proceeds sa 4 na office towers sa Metro Manila, 2 sa Boracay and sa Cebu, and then 20 warehouses complex located all over the Philippines under an equity infusion on its subsidiary CHICI, which I think is napapanahon dahil in terms of warehousing and logistics, Philippines as a whole is still on its infancy stage. Dito naman makikita natin yung actual properties or assets ng company. So as we know, it is located at a 4.75 hectare prime double corner lot. For real estate, corner lots are golden, so we can expect a good appreciation nito on the near future. It has also completed 6 buildings in DD Meridian Park. 4 dito is nasa Double Dragon Plaza, plus yung Double Dragon East and Double Dragon West. So I won't bore you with a lot of infos here dahil as I have mentioned, most likely napanood yun na ito sa ibang videos. So instead, I'll go directly doon sa mga important part para mas makita natin siya. We will be starting here sa dividend information. Given that REITs are considered to be good dividend stocks, it's important na we try to review kung ano ba yung naging history nito on the cash dividends. Although hindi naman lahat na ibigay dito sa data na to, most likely meron pang mga older dividend information. But for now, we'll just look at what we have on this particular table na nag-start noong May 15, 2019. If we try to analyze this one noong 2019, it gave around 0.1773 if we try to combine all this, If we try to use the same IPO price for the 2019, we will be reaching at about 2.38% dividend yield for the year 2019. Yung 2020 kasi hindi pa yun kompleto ng data. So hanggang sa August 15 pa lang siya. Also based on the prospectus, we can see here that the projected dividend per share yield by 2021 is nasa around 5.07%. While on 2022 naman, 5.45%. To be honest, medyo nangingiling ako dito sa part na to, kasi as we know, there are some stocks na nagbibigay ng more than 5%. And even yung mga preferred shares. So, on this particular note, medyo disappointed ako doon sa nagiging projection. However, as I have mentioned kanina, this is a long-term play. So, eventually, as the rental income goes up, dividend yield should also go up. Okay? Siyempre, didepende na lang ito kung magkanong presyo ninyo nabili si DDMPR. And now, let's go to ARIT versus DDMPR. So, itong data na to ay collected using the numbers kay ARIT on its IPO, hindi yung current na numbers niya ngayon kasi obviously it's different now. I just formulated it para at least mas balanse yung comparison natin between the two. Let's start with the most clearing one, offer prices, ARIT 27, DDMPR 225. For ARIT, they have raised approximately 13 billion, while kay DDMPR, they are trying to raise about 14 billion. And in terms of market cap, ayun, 12 billion versus 40 billion yung makikita natin based on the outstanding shares and offer prices. Dito ko nakita yung biggest disparity, So, in terms of the assets, nung nag-start si ARIT, it only has 3 office buildings, while si DDMPR, it will be starting at around 6 office towers in Meridian Park. Pagdating naman dito sa rental income, we can see na almost the same sila. Noong 2019, 1.3 billion versus 1.77 billion. In terms of occupancy, dito fraction difference, so it really doesn't matter dahil almost 100% leased or occupied ang lahat ng buildings ng both companies. In terms of tenants naman, eto medyo nagkaroon na ng difference, no? Dahil kay AREIT, primarily BPO companies yung hawak niya doon. While kay DDMPR, gaming related and then POGOs. In terms of the dividends naman, eto, no, katulad ng mention ko kanina doon sa summary ko on DDMPR, 2020, we are only seeing at around the 3 quarters. So may kulang pa yan na isang quarter. Hindi ko na naisama, no? But if we'll just try to compare the 3 quarters ni AREIT at DDMPR, these are the numbers that we'll see. And then in terms of the projection, eto nga, AREIT is looking at around 5.12 this year, while si DDMPR is around 5.07. Now, apart from AREIT and DDMPR na I think very comparable silang dalawa dahil pareha silang REIT and halos magkasabay lang din sila ng listing date, we'll go to another comparables, no, which is the stock na nilist ni Injap, and this is the DD, MM, and DDMPR. I won't be reading all this information to you dahil kaya nyo naman siyang basahin, but I just wanted to highlight some of its feature, no. So let's say for example, in terms of its oversubscription, as we can see here, DD nung nag-IPO ito is about 14% oversubscribed. And nakita natin na lumipat ito from 2 pesos in its first 2 years. Now, si MM naman, which is medyo bago pa lang, no, during the IPO stage, it was 2 times oversubscribed. And as we can see, it's now at around, magkano na ba? 7, 8 pesos? From 1 peso lang noong nag-start ito June 15 last year. While si DDMPR, based on the latest report, it is already at 1.78 times oversubscribed. So we'll see how it performs sa market when it is listed on March 23. Another glaring differences sa kanilang lahat, no. This is very interesting even when I participated dun sa IPO ni DD. Dahil comparing to MM and DMPR, si MM kasi it already has 7 branches yung Metro Mart niya. While si DDMPR, meron ng 6 buildings. Pero si DD at that time, wala pa. The bulk of its sales actually, nung time na yon, was consisted of real estate sales. So benta yon ng mga property nila before. And on this listing, nagsisimula pa lang sila to secure locations para doon sa kanilang city mall. And yet, it's 14% oversubscribed. Now, based doon sa mga mention ko kanina, let's try to summarize what I think were the good and the not so good. Let's start with the good ones. So, first up is its high occupancy rate. Napansin nga natin kanina, no, that the occupancy rate ng 6 na buildings is close to 100%. So that's a good news for any property na nasa REIT sector. Second is of course liquidity. Ibig sabihin nito, in case kakailangan natin ng additional fund, cash, or kung ano man, mas madali natin itong maibebenta dahil nasa stock market lang. Comparing it, kung halimbawang meron kang property na minamanage mo, it would take you maybe a few weeks kung sinuswerte ka, or even months and years kung talagang medyo madalang. REITs are notorious for their high dividend yield. Tapos, idagdag mo pa yung price appreciation dahil isa itong uri ng stock. For most of its tenants, ang lease is at least 5 years. So, with the 40% of them na mag-expire by 2023. Which is, alam natin, medyo may katagalan pa. And kahit na meron tayong pandemic ngayon, the economy is expected to recover. Optimistic siguro nasa end of the year or maybe next year, 2022. So by 2023, we are already on the pre-COVID na recovery. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, when the rental revenues goes up, dividend yield goes up as well. And last but not the least, ito yung sinasabi ko na intangible sa mga ganitong klase ng stock, which is the Injap Magic na nakita natin in both Double Dragon and Merrimart. Although, hold your horses muna ha, kasi I do still think na hindi aabot ito doon sa naging liparan ng DDM before. But still, it would be very exciting to see kung ano magiging performance niya on its first day. The not so good. First up is of course exposure to Pogo. Although nasa around 10% lang ang tenant base nila na Pogo, the sentiment towards that is medyo negative pa rin. So kahit paano, may effect pa rin ito doon sa IPO listing neto ni DDMPR. Also, we are still in the COVID pandemic. So there are still a lot of things to happen na I think will heavily impact yung mga property sector natin, especially doon sa mga office leasing at saka commercial complexes. And ito nga yung sinabi ko rin kanina, at 5% dividend yield, I would expect a little higher sana. Pero again, as I have mentioned, long term naman kasi yung play dito. So dahil nasa corner lot naman ito, which is considered golden pagdating sa real estate, I'm expecting na aangat pa yung presyo nung mga lots na yun doon. And it could give us a better dividend yield in the next few years. In summary, no one knows kung aakyat o bababa ang presyo ng isang IPO on its first day or even in the next few days until they finally happen. We all can just either watch or speculate. Unlike normal stocks, REITs are long-term assets due to their dividends. So please don't compare it sa mga stocks na nag-IPO recently. This is one of the main reasons why I'll buy sa offer period. My primary reason I always buy IPOs. Iba lang ang strategy dito dahil pang long-term play nga siya. Also, I am planning to build my REIT portfolio kasi. So, I will definitely participate even sa mga upcoming REITs pa. That's it. Those were my take on DDMPR, the second REIT offering sa PSE. If may mga questions kayo na gusto nyong malaman or gusto nyong malaman yung mga thoughts ko over them, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And syempre, if you like this type of videos, please subscribe and hit that notification bell para ma-notify kayo on our next video. That's it. Thank you everyone for watching and see you on the next one.